What's happening, folks? We're officially back after some time off. Of course, still working in the background, so don't get it twisted. No breaks, no breaks. So the main topic of the day is competing with yourself. This is exactly why I don't jump into any competitions, right? Whether if it's powerlifting, bodybuilding, bikini, whatever it is, right? I only compete with myself. And there's reasons why I do it and valid reasons why many lose themselves in the process. You really gotta be self-aware and you gotta know yourself before you jump into things because everybody else is. So let's get it. So the first reason why I compete with only myself is for the exact reason. Competing with only yourself eliminates insecurity. When you compete with other people, you see how better they are in any way, shape, or form. It could be their height, it could be looks, it could be money, it could be acknowledgement, popularity. There's always something. And what that does is it gets you to lock in on it. And then when you look back at yourself, you start to see the things that are disadvantages. The problem with that is you're gonna see your disadvantages and forget about your advantages, which is gonna make you insecure. One of the reasons why I compete with only myself is because I learn more about myself as well in the process. I also learn my weaknesses, the things that make me stronger, and I tend to focus on the things that make me stronger so that I can keep improving. Because it's never about, oh, be yourself. I'm not preaching that. Be the best version of yourself for yourself. Take the version of you now and keep on improving on that. Only if you're competing with yourself. That's my rule. Number two, you lose yourself, because when you compete with other people, you become impatient. I remember when I started my whole fitness journey, I was super strict, right? And then I had one day off to where I could eat whatever I wanted. I was super strict when it came to my nutrition. When this day came, it became so bad, it became a challenge, and it became way too expensive to maintain. And it got so bad, it was legit an eating disorder. And I tell this story because this only happened because I was looking at other people. I was becoming fixated on the scale, fixated on how quick I was progressing, which was making me do extreme things. That's what happens when you lose yourself. You lose control of yourself because you are becoming impatient and desperate for results, because you're trying to compete with people that are different than you. You and I are genetically made up differently. We have cells that are made up differently. We may have similarities, like we have this, we have these two things, this, right? If you cut me, I bleed, same with you, but we're made up differently in different ways. Therefore, we cannot really compare ourselves to each other because it's an unfair advantage. There's always somebody better and worse. And here's the trick. What does better even mean? What does worse even mean? You can legit find somebody better in one category. It doesn't matter what. You're listening right now, you're better at me in a certain category. So if I spend my time competing against you in the thing you're great at, I'm gonna be insecure and I'm not gonna see the things that makes me great. My point, you lose yourself when you compete with other people because you will become insecure, like I said before, and because of that insecurity, you're going to be impatient trying to catch up. This is why I only compete with myself. And when I do with a person like me, for example, and I know my mindset and I know myself, when it comes to competition, when it comes to things like powerlifting, bodybuilding, and even boxing, making certain weight classes, making certain progress in a short amount of time. If you're the wrong person of the wrong personality, it can lead to a lot of catastrophic things. This is how a lot of people start drugs, performance enhancement, and doing extreme things to get extreme results. I almost got to that point, especially when it came to the eating disorder.
May I get 150 Timbits?
Thank God I didn't keep going to where I spiraled into drugs and performance enhancement. Because I love this, but I don't love it to the point I will sacrifice who I am and what I'm about to compete with people that are different than me. Reason number two. And third and finally, you do not see yourself. When you spend your time focusing on other people, the focus in yourself is lost. You're gonna see everything that is great about other people, right? Whether it's looks, height, popularity, fame, whatever it might be. you're gonna see what they have, and you're gonna come back to you, and you're gonna see what you don't have. The thing is, it doesn't mean that you don't have things. It just means that you don't have what they have.
Oh, really?
What's that gonna do? Create more insecurities, which is gonna make you lose in the moment. You're not gonna see the moment because you're too focused on what they have, which is another way of losing yourself. You can see where I'm getting at, right? So those are my 3 reasons why I stick to what I do. I do what I do. I don't compete with anybody. I compete with just myself, because in the long run, I'm becoming more self-aware as I do it. And this is what I ask from you if you're watching. I challenge you to be more self-aware. Don't do things because other people are doing it. If competitions are great for you, awesome. But that should be the only reason. Not to go in and try to compete against other people that are different from you, that have different journeys, do different things behind the scenes, because we don't know what people are doing behind the scenes. You may see what somebody says to you, but do you automatically know if it's true? So that's the reason why I do what I do. And at the end of the day, when it comes to attraction from the opposite sex, for example, or when it comes to anything in life, really, most of the things people do is for the external validation, right? Some will say, for example, they're not attracted to guys that look like me because I have muscles, right? And the trap a lot of guys will get into is trying to get muscles because they think girls are attracted to that. Or vice versa, try to get out of shape for that. And what I'm trying to say here is become so self-aware, you're doing what you do for you, not for the external stuff. The reason I work out, it makes me feel great mentally, makes me feel great physically, because I'm not huffing and puffing everywhere I walk to, or I'm not out of breath everything I do, and I'm capable of moving around with no resistance. Plus I have energy, plus I have other things added to it. I challenge you to do things for yourself and to stop doing things to compete with others. Because number 1 reason why social media creates so much depression is because people look at what other people do. They look at what other people are doing with their lives, what other people are doing as far as progress, money, whatever it is. I've always been goal driven, and I've always going to, I'm always going to go after certain goals, but for me, not for the external validation. Because what you think about me doesn't matter than what I think about me. And more people need to be able to say that. You need to be able to do what you do for you. Get in shape for you, not for the other stuff. That shit doesn't matter. And one of the things I want to teach people on my platform, self-awareness. Self-awareness through fitness, right? Stop competing with other people. Other people are different from you. Stop concerning yourself with genetics, hormones, whatever it is. Because if you weren't looking at other people, those words wouldn't even come in your mouth. First of all, be your own unique self. And one of the goals here too is to be so unique I cannot be compared to. Be incomparable too. And the thing is, you are. But you keep focusing your time on looking at what other people have and forgetting about what you have. I hope you understanding what I'm saying, but this is a must for especially younger people that are listening. Compete with only yourself. Those are my reasons why I don't compete, and those are my reasons why I only compete with myself. Thank you so much for watching my video. More motivation, like always, get better every day. Optimize to yourself. Comment down below facts if this video resonated with you in any way, shape, or form. That's it from me. I'm checking out. Have an awesome day. God bless.